The Toy Fair is officially done. What a wild weekend it has been. And thanks to everyone who's been listening to the podcast over these past few days and the crazy amount of segments that I've been putting out. I feel like I've just been busting it out 24/7. Sunday was a little more quieter, so we got a moment to kind of really look around and see all the crazy stuff that's there. Got to see all the stuff that Lego's doing and Storm Collectibles and Funko and all the other different companies. I know of the non-Transformer stuff. I've kind of said a little bit on my Twitter of some of the stuff I'm really excited about. But even today, I saw some beautiful Mortal Kombat statues and everything. But let's talk about Transformers. And we got to get a good look at Commander Sky Lynx's packaging. And it's interesting because we've had this discussion already in the podcast where we looked at the EarthRise packaging and we saw Galvatron on it. And we kind of speculated, does this mean we're going to be getting a new Galvatron toy? And now we dive into a similar kind of situation where we're looking at Sky Lynx's packaging here at Toy Fair, and we see on the side of the packaging Thrust, the Conehead Seeker, and on the front of the packaging, we see Dirge and Ramjet, the Conehead Seekers. On the front of the packaging, all these guys attacking Sky Lynx. Now, one could speculate, does this mean will we be getting these characters? They're obviously depicted, Dirge here in robot mode and Thrust and Ramjet in alt mode. They're all depicted 100% like their old Generation 1 Fluoro Deary show accurate designs. So one could speculate, does this mean we will be getting these characters in some shape or form in the near future? I mean, even if these guys weren't on the packaging, I think it's kind of a given. We have this new Seeker mold with Starscream. It's going to get repainted like crazy, if not already that we're seeing. And it's only a matter of time before the Seekers are completed. We get the Rainmakers, we get the Coneheads, we get the offshoot stuff. Look what happened already with the Siege Starscream. We got all the non-Coneheads, all the Rainmakers practically. I mean, all we needed was like Slipstream in there and the Lady in Purple and the generic purple Decepticon filler before we even move into Coneheads of the Tetra Jets. But regardless of the fact, it shows that these guys are probably coming in some shape or form, maybe sooner than later. But all I know is that it gives us an indication that we will be getting these characters. And this is good news because for a lot of people that wanted a proper scaled representation of these guys, yeah, we got them originally in Classics and the Deluxe scale. But then when Masterpiece started to really become a thing, we got Seeker Conehead masterpieces, but these guys were really difficult to get. They weren't exactly the easiest way to get some of those members of the Coneheads because of how Japan distributed those Coneheads. Obviously, they're lower tier characters than compared to Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream, even that of Sunstorm. So they kind of had nervousness with Japan, and they were difficult to get. Hopefully, this is an indication that we'll get, a Voyager class of these guys, which is slightly smaller than their Masterpiece counterparts, but at least something that is more affordable and a better, cheaper representation for people to be able to get in retail. Hopefully. This is all speculation, assuming that these guys are actually happening. I think it's pretty much a given. They've been pretty absent in a long while in pertain to retail, mass release, Generations-esque kind of lines. So it's only a given that they'll be coming back in some shape or form. I mean, obviously we have a Ramjet in the Cyberverse line, and we're going to probably have a Thrust thrown around there somewhere using a Beast Machines character maybe in the near future. But it's something that I'm sure all three of these are going to make their return in some shape or form using that brand new Seeker mold, obviously retooled, and we'll be able to celebrate that we could get these guys now in a modern take.